Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video I want to do something a little bit more fun, a little bit more creative. I picked up a few more of the Benecos eyeliners. So I already had True Blue, is that what it's called? Bright Blue. And I picked up 4 others. So I picked up Olive, Green, Violet and Night Blue. And I thought it might be quite fun to do some just fun eyeliner looks with these, just for using these only. Something maybe a bit more editorial and just a bit more fun, but also I think quite simple looks. So yeah, I just wanted to have fun and do some kind of different liner type looks. So if you're interested, then please keep on watching. Okay, so first one I'm going to start off with is Olive, and this is going to be quite a basic liner look. I'm actually just going to do a classic wing liner with this colour because I think it suits it really well, and then with some mascara I think it'd be really nice colour. So I'm going to zoom you in actually a bit more. So that is the shade Olive, a beautiful obviously olive green, and there is a little bit, I don't know if you can see it, a gold reflect running through it, which is really pretty. So yeah, I'm just going to do a classic wing liner with this one. Okay, so just something like that. As you saw, that glided on really easily. It's a nice pigmentation. I just think these are so pretty. I will kind of talk through how I do my wing liner on my other eye, but I just wanted to demonstrate just how easy these kind of glide on and just how lovely the colours can be. So I'm going to do the same on the other eye. Now I start with the wing first. So I do try and go out from the lower lash line and head towards the brow. Now because I've done this eye second, I do just go look and make sure they're even. If they aren't, sometimes I'll go in with concealer at the end and sort it out. But I try not to overthink it with the first bit, because otherwise then it can go a bit wrong. So now I've done that, I'm just going to then bring it down onto the lid and fill it in. Again, I'm not thinking too much about placement as yet because I can neaten it up. I think if you just kind of do what feels natural when you're moving the pencil, I almost find you get a better result that way. So I'm just going to go ahead and just blend that on. Then for the inner corner, I just get as close as I can to my lash line, almost so it's in the waterline, or tight lining, but not quite. And then just join it together. Now I do find on this eye harder to get closer together or close to the lash line, partly because I think I'm right-handed, so getting in here I find easy, whereas when it comes to my left eye I do find it slightly trickier, so you may need to clean up, or I might need to clean up afterwards. Now I think I'm actually happy with how even they are in terms of the edges. I'm just going to do a little bit of tidying up on that eye. And this one comes out maybe a little bit further. But the thing is, I don't like to play around too much once I've done it, because I almost find me trying to neaten up, it almost becomes worse. Now I don't have naturally even eyes anyway, like the lid, the upper section of this eye kind of droops a little bit more on this side, so they're never going to look perfectly symmetrical because my eyes aren't perfectly symmetrical. So like I said, I just try not to play around with it too much because I find it will go more wrong. And like I said, when I'm actually doing the liner itself, when I'm winging it out and then coming back in, I'm not thinking about it too much. I'm just kind of doing what I feel is like a natural movement as the pencil glides. So yeah, so that is the first one, a very simple. I'm just going to use, the mascara I'm going to be using throughout this video is the Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara. It's not too intense, I'll let the liner shine through. First look done. I know it's just a very simple wing liner look, but I wanted to show how I did it, and also sometimes it is nice to switch up the classic kind of black or brown for a coloured liner, and because this is not a vibrant liner, I find it's very wearable as well, so a nice olive green would really suit brown eyes perfectly. Yeah, just a pop of colour that's not too intense, that just makes it slightly different on the eyes. So okay, for the next one I am actually going to go in with the green liner now, and I'm going to create a 60s style liner look because I think they look really cool. So yeah, so pretty much starting off the same way I did with the previous look, so going with the wing first. Now this is a little bit more trickier because you almost do need it to be relatively even. I think it does give it away a bit more on this style of look. But again, I try and do what feels natural going across. I did give it a little bit of a kink or a little bit of a curve there. And now I'm just going to follow my crease. And I want it above the crease, and so it's important to keep your eyes open. Now I am doing my good eye, partly because I'm right-handed, but also because it's a bit more symmetrical, this eye. And I am pressing quite lightly on this pencil because I want to get the shape right first, and then I can go back in and intensify it if I need to. So I'm quite happy with that. See, it's almost more teal than the kind of green I was expecting. It's a bit brighter, but still really cool. And these eye pencils are really not expensive at all. I will leave them linked below. I feel like they were £2.95 or £3.95, which I think for a pencil is quite good, especially one that works really nicely. I am just going to take a brush because I have gone a little bit wrong here, and just brush it away slightly. Okay, that is the second front liner look done. So like I said, something a bit more 60s based. I wouldn't say they're perfectly even, but I know if I try and fix it or go in a bit more, there's a chance it's going to go wrong. So I'm going to leave it there. But I really like this look. I really like this green as well. It's a really cool green. Yeah, this is just a cool 60s fun, and like I said, I really like that green. So that is look number 2. So I realised I never swatched that colour, so that is the green Benecos liner. So for number 3, I'm moving on to violet. Beautiful violet colour. I think the olive shade is the only one that's got like some metallicness to it. The rest are all matte. But with this one, I'm going to do a bit more bottom heavy type of look. Something a bit like editorial. So I'm just going to drag this along the lower lash line and bring it quite far down so it's kind of a bit grungy on the lower lash line, and then slightly flick up out the side. So nothing on the lid, just purely on the lower lash line. I'm going to take this and work this along. And just from the lower lash line up, just do a quick little flick like that. And I am going to pop this actually into the waterline, so just tie it all together. Do you know, I think I was wrong about that shade. Now it's on, there does feel like some metallicness to it. I'm just going to go ahead and start buffing slightly, just to give it a bit more of that grunge feel. I want to bring it a bit further down this side, I think. that is liner look 3 done. So basically the reverse of the first one, so wing liner but going from the underneath. I think it's easier to achieve than the first one with the classic wing liner, but it's a bit more dramatic, a bit more bold, very bottom heavy, but just something a bit different and still quite cool and also simple to achieve, which I think is good. Okay, the next one is navy, or night blue, sorry, that I'm going to use, which kind of is very much a navy colour. And for this one I'm going to do what I call like the Egyptian eye look. So there's a wing liner going across the top, and there's also going to be one coming out from the bottom. So almost a combination of the first and the second look together. I think it does look really cool. So you've got like a negative space in the middle, just at the corner. So actually, if I get the hair out of the way, I'm going to make the wing on the lid slightly higher up. So before where I was coming from, bottom lash line going up, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to start right on the upper section, almost kind of starting where my crease is starting, so it's much higher up than the previous. I'm not going to bring it out quite as far out either. So that's probably where I'm going to leave it. Then I'm going to come back in and drag it onto the eye. And kind of follow what I did with the first look. And then what I'm going to do is then drag along the lower lash line. And this time I'm actually going to go ahead and sharpen the pencil just to make sure I get this bit quite precise. Then I'm just going to bring it out this way. And I'm not going to, it's going to be much thinner than the wing liner on top. It's literally kind of almost just a line that's going like this. And it's not going to come out as quite as high up as the, or far out, sorry, as the first one. It's just a little bit shorter. But yeah, just kind of matching what's going on. And you know, I'm not going to fill in the waterline with this one. I actually want that negative space as well. Okay, and that's this look complete with this liner. Again, I really enjoy the Egyptian kind of feel to it, the negative in between, like a double liner. And again, mixing it up with a navy just adds a little bit of colour to it, but not in a really obvious standout way. So if you want to experiment with colour, this is a great way of doing it. And like I said, I think this kind of liner is really, really cool as well. So I've got one more look that I want to show you using the bright blue, and then that is this video complete. Okay, so this is the last one using bright blue, and oh, sorry, just there. And I think I might do a cat eye look with this one, because cat eyes are always quite fun. So doing exactly what I did like for the first one, the wing liner look, so bringing it out from the lower lash line and then bringing it back in. And then bring it to the inner corner. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it down, so elongate the inner corner bit. I'm just going to the same angle that my eye, so it follows nicely. And then I'm going to bring it back to join to the lower lash line. And then just dragging this along the lower lash line. I'm going to fill that gap in and also pop this in the waterline. And if you need to neaten it up, just take a brush and just work on that. So I've just gone ahead and loaded up the lashes, but this is the finished final look. Now if you are someone who doesn't want necessarily to go quite as bright as this, because this is probably more of the bolder liner out of all of them, then maybe pick a navy or the dark green. But I think it's really cool, and I do love a cat eye look. Again, it just really accentuates the eyes, and I think it looks really pretty on the eyes as well. So that is this video complete. Something a little bit different from me, something quite quick and simple as well. I just wanted to have fun. Like I said, I picked up some more of these eyeliners and I thought I would do like a little eyeliner video and have a little play around with something a bit and play around with some colour. So I hope you enjoyed. Let me know which is your favourite kind of winged liner effect down below. Are you a classic person? Do you like the 60s or the slightly more kind of dramatic liner looks? Do let me know. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave any requests for future videos down below and I'll see you in my next one. Thanks for watching.